Hey, we're back with your Week 3 edition of Alabama Head to Head. Alabama getting ready to take on Colorado State. I'm Lauren Sisler.
And I'm Kevin Scarbinsky. Alabama going for its 67th straight win against an unranked opponent.
Kevin, we're going to talk about the disparity of these two teams, not on the playing field, but let's talk about the financials. The Coloradoan did a great article about this and some of the differences between the two teams. And we'll start with Nick Saban's salary of $11.125 million this season. CSU's head coach Mike Bobo, $1.55 million. Nick Saban's signing bonus, get this, of $4 million, this stat blows my mind, is more than the combined salaries of CSU's 12 Division I head coaches. Alabama, they made $40 million in ticket sales in 2016. CSU, a mere $4 million. And lastly, Nick Saban asks, Nick Saban receives. He has 64 total people on his staff, while CSU only lists 25. A little bit of disparity there, if you will, but Bobo said there are no moral victories. They are coming to Tuscaloosa to win this football game.
It sounds like you just described another David versus Goliath meeting in Bryant-Denny Stadium. But not so fast, Lauren. On the football field, Colorado State is not Fresno State. Colorado State has been a quality mid-major football program for years and years and years. Obviously, Jim McElwain was the head coach there. He did a good enough job there to get the Florida job. And now Mike Bobo, another former SEC coordinator, he was the offensive coordinator at Georgia in 2012 when they lost that heartbreaker to Alabama in the SEC championship game. So Mike Bobo's coming for revenge, and he's bringing some players with him. They returned more than 90% of their passing yards and their rushing yards from last year. And over the last half of last season, they were one of the top 5 offenses in the FBS in terms of points and yards. And their receiver, and I love his name, Michael Gallup. He's 4th in the nation right now in receiving yards. So they've got some players. They've got a quality coach who's not going to be afraid of an SEC environment because he comes from the SEC. So don't sell Colorado State short.
All right, we'll see if Alabama hits the gas in this one. It's prediction time, and Kevin, you know, I think this is much like another tune-up game as they head into their SEC slate. They get Vanderbilt in Week 4 of the college football season. I think we're going to see much more of Jalen Hurts, a balanced offense, some running, some passing. I think we see more Tua Tagovailoa as well, and I think it's great to see some of these young guys get in, especially these linebackers with these guys, hurt, some injuries early in the season, get them some experience and playing time. My final prediction here, 45-13, Alabama wins.
Well, Alabama should win the game because they have won, as I said, 66 straight games against unranked opponents. You know, the last loss to an unranked opponent was Auburn in 2007.
Oh,
Tommy Tuberville was still the coach. That's how long ago that was. Colorado State has some players. They beat Oregon State 58-27 in their first game this year. Oregon State is a Power 5 team, not one of the better ones, but they are a Power 5 team. So Colorado State will challenge Alabama. It will challenge that defense. This is a great learning experience for the Alabama back seven, for the linebackers, the secondary, against a Colorado State offense that can throw the ball. But in the end, Alabama has too many athletes at too many positions. Alabama will win 42-14. Lauren, did you know that Nick Saban is 30-1 against non-conference opponents in Bryant-Denny Stadium as the Alabama head coach? Do you know the one? Think way back.
First year, 2007.
Correct. Think DJ Hall's full game suspension being reduced to a half game suspension.
Another hint?
Think Jimmy John's fumbling.
Ooh, oh, it's coming to me.
Think 9/11 and Pearl Harbor.
Ah, La Monroe.
Yes, Louisiana Monroe. I don't think, though, that this will be another catastrophic event.